morning and welcome to the Room 5 interview show. Today's guest is Mr. Pierce. He is a supply teacher at our school. How did you become a supply teacher?
How did I become a supply teacher? Well, that's a good question. How do you become a supply teacher? I guess my goal at first was to become a teacher. And this was many, many years ago, but then I discovered the joys of teaching different children, many different classes at lots of different schools, and I found that to be better suited to me, so that's why I'm a supply teacher. Every year I see thousands of children, and I'm so blessed to be doing what I'm doing. Good question, thank you.
What do you like about your job? Why?
Well, as I said earlier, I do like meeting children, teaching children and shaping their minds and having fun with them, and I think that's why I like being a teacher. I jump out of bed every morning when I have a job. I'm just so lucky to be with children. I am a little bit of a comedian, so I think I have a captive audience when I'm teaching children. So that's part of my joy too, is that I can make jokes with children. But of course, we do work hard. That's number one. That's always the first priority I have. But I just love teaching. It's great. Thank you. Good question.
What is your least favorite thing about being a teacher? Why?
Oh, my least favorite thing about being a teacher. Well, honestly, my least favorite thing about being a teacher would be, and it happens very, very rarely, is that occasionally we have a few children who perhaps don't listen to me being a guest teacher. Sometimes think a supply teacher means a day off, and they think I'm just here to have fun. So when I have great behavior in a hard-working class, I am thrilled, and when I have a few little monkeys in my class, it's harder work, but within a very short time, they know I want to be there, we want to work hard and have a little bit of fun at the end of the day. So once they realize we're here to work for a common goal, get through the plans, get through the work, they all turn around and become great children. So I would say that would be it, a little bit of behavior, poor behavior that comes up from time to time. But never at Davisville School. Of course you know that. Next question.
When did you start being a teacher?
Oh, that would be in 2000. So, and now it's 2014, so I guess 14 years ago.
What do you do if you are sick?
Well, that's a good question, but when I am sick, my favorite thing to do is come to school and teach children. Because whatever illness I have, I feel better teaching children and being in the company of children. So I have to say this, I haven't missed a day of teaching in years. I'd rather be at school teaching, even if I have a sniffle or a sore throat, and rather than stay at home and mope about, even though I have a beautiful little dog at home.
What do you like to do on the weekend?
Well, I am blessed again in that I have two children, a son named Christian and a daughter named Emily. So I play with my children. They're adults, so we spend time together. And I have a nice little dog at home named Mateo, so I take him for lots of walks. And that's about it. Relax and enjoy my time away from responsibility. But I look forward to Monday morning. That's my big thing. I like to teach, so weekends, I want them to go by fast. Next question.
Do you have any children?
Oh, sorry. Yes, I have two children. Emily, my daughter, she's in her 30s. And Christian, my son, he's in his 30s too. I'm very lucky. I have two nice children.
What would you do if you could do anything in the world? Why?
Well, I've done almost everything I've wanted to do, except the next challenge for me, I think, is I'm gonna buy or start a farm somewhere in the country and have animals. And I'm thinking too, I could have children from schools come and have field trips. Pick apples, make maple syrup, come pet the animals. I think that's my next goal, is to have a farm and have children visit the farm. Excellent question.
What is your favorite food?
Oh dear, my favorite food. Well, are desserts considered food, Alex? I guess I do like little French pastries and cakes, and I'm going to say I have a sweet tooth for little French gâteaux. Although, it's not, undeniably, I do like eating pepperoni pizza too.
Yum.
Now you're making me hungry, Alex. Next question.
What's your favorite color?
Well, I was born in Cambridge, England, many, many years ago, and there's a color that's called Cambridge blue. It's sort of a light blue. I think that's my favorite color. Thank you for asking.
How old are you? Where is
I beg your pardon, how old am I, Alex? Well, I'll tell you this, I was born in August, and I am old enough to be your great-grandpa. What was the other part of the question?
Where were you?
Oh, I was born in Cambridge, England. And I have a twin brother, too, and he's the same age as me. Next question.
Do you have a pet? If yes, say tell us more. If no, say why not.
Yes, I do have a pet, a little furry dog named Mateo. He's 4 years old, and my daughter got him initially and kept him 5 whole days and then decided she didn't want him. So I got this little bundle of joy, and
What kind of dog
he's Pug and Shih Tzu. And he's the sweetest little dog, and even Miss Rawlinson's seen him. Same with some children in the class. They've seen me walking Mateo on the weekends or after school. And Charlie too, and Lola.
I saw you
No.
too.
He's my little baby. Next question.
Thank you for giving me a show.
Oh.
Join us next time for another interview show on the Room by Interview Show.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Well done.